Attention! Attention! And now we welcome to the grand trivia stage our great leader, our grand Aquarium Emperor, the trivia master of this age, the past age, the upcoming age, and ages unknown. Please welcome Grand Triviamaster Fluval. Oh, that was a bad noise. Sorry, Master. Let's try again. Fluval. Oh, that's not so. We must find the noise to pay tribute to all 5 dimensions you hold in your control. Yes, the fake trumpet for Fluval.
Hello and welcome to Grand Trivia, the only trivia show in any dimension where the points do matter and losing will cost you everything.
Everything.
Remote from an undisclosed location, I'm Fluval, Grand Triviamaster of the Grand Aquarium Empire. Applaud me! And with me, as always, is Intern Clue for this game of Mystery Trivia.
Thank you so much. I'm Intern Kristie. Thank you so much. We're here from the pod.
Yes, this is our remote pod. The interns are still rising up against the station.
Rising up against, they are against the walls of the station.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah, I meant physically, not in any metaphorical sense.
Yes. So I suppose in that way it is against the station.
Everyone, put your fins together for me, Fluval. Also, I noticed that a sweatshirt seems to be frequently materializing next to you.
It's red, like you, Fluval.
It's clearly in honor of me, Fluval, and not in honor of any other comedian.
How fascinating. Hello,
everyone. Welcome to Grand Trivia.
Welcome to Grand Trivia.
This week's episode is Mystery Trivia, so we have 10 questions all about mysteries. The Schrödinger sweatshirt, exactly.
Precisely.
And if you'd like to play our game of trivia, you can go to crowd.live and enter the code KISPC, where you'll be able to play against Sherlock Holmes, Ghost Writer, Detective Walk Run, returning from last week, That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song, Missy She Wrote, and just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
Just one more thing.
Kill inside suspicious people caught.
Kill inside suspicious people caught. Yes, I like that.
Yes.
I kept thinking about how it looks like an aspic.
It does look like an aspic.
Or like the word aspic.
Yes, it looks more like the word aspic than it does an aspic with those letters inside of it. Yes.
Oh, fishtory. A fishtory is afoot because fishtory has joined our game of trivia. Who is your favorite detective, Intern Clue?
Ooh, my favorite detective? Well, probably you, Fluval, because you can always find the areas of the biggest suffering for everyone. What
That's
a mystery
true.
to
I sure
solve.
can. And here's a little excerpt from one of the novels starring me, Fluval, as a detective. As I nursed a hangover the size of a plate of Cincinnati chili, the dame walked in with some kind of crazy fish. I could tell they were trouble, but my calendar and my whiskey fund were empty.
Remember when we did noir trivia?
I do. What an episode.
What an episode. What fun.
What an episode. It looked a little something like this.
Exactly like this. I'm like, Fluval, did you get the footage in the pod?
Yeah, this is it. It looked just like this.
Exactly
we were
like
already
this.
in the pod then.
Yep.
And talking about how if you go to crowd.live and enter the code KISPC, you can play against Sherlock Holmes, Ghost Writer, Detective Walk Run, That Scary Unsolved Mystery theme song, Missy She Wrote. Just one more thing. Fishtory. CBC. Mercury Detective. Two 69 in question marks. You'll see what I mean when you see the leaderboard. And Fulumbo. That's Fulumbo. And obviously I don't approve of the 69 in question marks because fornication is not my thing.
Isn't procreative.
No, it's okay, right? If that interrobang is giving birth to a little question mark, then I like it. And hello, Columbo. Hello.
No, you don't like it if it's procreative.
Right. That's what I said.
Interrobanged.
Interrobanged. We can also, what if we went this way?
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, we could do all sorts of weird. Look at these. Whoa.
Ooh, look at all these colors.
The colors, Duke. The colors.
Incredible. Love that. Who's your favorite detective, Fluval?
Me.
Yeah.
Fluke Man made me scared of toilets as a child, says one of our players.
Fluke Man?
Yeah, that's the final player of our game of trivia so far. Oh, and magnifying glass. Love the bright colors. Who doesn't love the bright colors? And, if you want to join our game of trivia, you can do it even once we've started. So why don't we get it underway now with the classic crowd purr countdown.
Love
as
it.
we reach question number 1, which is about a mystery TV show.
Oh, what a hint.
Which SNL alum plays the famous podcaster Cinda Canning on Only Murders in the Building? Is that Amy Poehler, Sherry O'Terry, Molly Shannon, or Tina Fey? Seen here is Martin Short in the show saying, "The memes, Charles! You should see the memes!"
Only Murders in the Building,
Yes.
of course, incredible show. The only thing I've ever seen Selena Gomez in,
Right.
besides The
Wizards
Dead
of
Won't
Waverly
Die.
Place? Oh.
No, I did not. I was a little bit too old for that. I was already interning here, well, not here in the pod, but at the station.
But yeah, you saw her in The Dead Won't Die?
Yes,
Interesting.
she died.
Yeah.
Very
She does
early.
a bizarrely good job in It's Only Murders in the Building.
Right?
I agree. She does a perfect job. It's a character so clearly written for her, and she does a great job. And I mean, so the premise is there's a murder in the building, and they solve it. I do mean the show that Ren Fair troupe ripped off exactly the Argyle.
Yes.
I also meant to see what you all picked. 4 of you said Amy Poehler, 2 of you said Sherry O'Terry, 3 of you said Molly Shannon, 6 of you said Tina Fey. Booking.com's own Tina Fey.
Booking.yeah?
Yeah, because the correct answer is in fact Tina Fey. The role was specifically written for Fey, but when it looked like she wouldn't be able to do the show, they took auditions for the role from other actors. One of the actors who auditioned for the role was Adina Verson, and the casting directors were so impressed with her audition, that they ended up creating the role of Cinda's assistant Poppy White for her when scheduling was cleared up and they knew Tina Fey could be on the show, because they're like, well, she can't be Cinda, but we have to have her on the show.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Don't
Martin
you
Short
love that?
does get a little bit less Martin Short as the show continues, but he's still thoroughly Martin Short the whole time. He certainly doesn't become Martin Tall. Here's our leaderboard, where just one more thing is in first place. Sherlock Holmes in second. That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song in third. CBC in fourth. Missy She Wrote in fifth. Fishtory in sixth. Magnifying Glass in seventh. The Banging Question Marks in eighth. Ghostwriter in ninth. Detective Walk Run in 10th. Fluke Man made me scared of toilets as a child in 11th. Mercenary Detective in 12th. Columbo in 13th. Lil Radio in 14th. And Columbo in 15th. Just one more thing. Gained the most points on that question. And Columbo lost the most. Which is why everything shakes out like it did. Let's see if that continues with question number 2. Miss Marple is an iconic investigator created by Agatha Christie. What's her first name? Is it Jane, Mabel, Marge, or Mary? Jane, Mabel, Marge, or Mary? What is the first name of the iconic amateur sleuth? Miss Marple. Have you seen Miss Marple?
No, I have not seen a Miss Marple.
Miss Marple frequently appeared on PBS stations.
Oh.
Her name is Agatha, you just told us. No.
Nah.
No.
So it's either Jane
It's
Marple.
Jane Marple,
Mabel
Marple,
Marple.
Marge Marple, or Mary Marple. Is she Jane Marple, Mabel Marple, Marge Marple, or Mary Marple? All of the above.
Those are all her first names. She has 4 first names.
Yeah, let's see what you picked. 7 of you said Jane, 5 of you said Mabel, 0 of you said Marge, 3 of you said Mary. Well, the correct answer is Jane. That's right, it's Jane.
I think it should have been Mabel.
And she lives in the village of St. Mary Mead and is an amateur consulting detective. The character debuted in the 1927 short story The Tuesday Nightclub, and her last appearance in a work written by Agatha Christie was in 1976's Sleeping Murder. But so, like, it's just wild to think that the same person wrote the character from 1927 through 1976. From pre-World War II to just pre-Star Wars.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say, like, about 10 years post-Star Trek.
Yeah, right before the last guillotine execution happened in France. Which was also in 1977.
Wild.
Yeah, there was a trivia question we did on which of these was earliest, and it was which of these was latest, and it was the guillotine execution.
Wow.
Because it was in 1977. It was 0 BSW.
Who was executed?
That's not...
Who'd they use that guillotine on? It would have been fun if Agatha was an answer. Agatha Marple.
Well, I'll tell you this.
Marple?
He wasn't executed for fun reasons.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't an aristocrat.
No. Oh, no. No.
Bourgeois.
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
He murdered someone.
No.
And tortured them. It's sad, you know? The correct answer is Miss. That's her title.
Yeah.
Because grammatically, you're right. That would have been fun. But you know what else is fun? Our leaderboard. Where Missy, She Wrote is in first. Fishery in second. CBC in third. And that Scary Unsolved Mystery theme song in fourth. And in fifth, Sherlock Holmes. Missy, She Wrote gained the most points on that question, getting 852. Wow, none other than Columbo loses the most, losing 893. But they were the fastest to answer, so they got that going for them.
They got just one more thing.
They lost more points than anyone gained on that question.
Just one fewer thing.
So record-setting, in a way, as we go to question number 3. Ryan Johnson got the title of Knives Out from a Radiohead song. He got the title of Glass Onion from a song by which band? Angels and Airwaves, Coldplay, Muse, or The Beatles?
The Beatles.
Angels and Airwaves, Coldplay, Muse, or The Beatles? I wonder if friend of the show Ryan Johnson is watching tonight. Maybe.
We have some questions about
Ryan might be
Ryan's
busy
work.
tonight, says plausible deniability. I mean, unless he's hiding.
Could be hiding, could be lurking.
I don't see him on the leaderboard yet.
Could be working on, I heard that they're filming the next season of Poker Face.
They are, and also the third Knives Out is underway, which is called Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Wake Up Dead Man, a Benoit Blanc mystery. Oh, he's always watching, yeah.
He's always watching.
He's always watching. He just doesn't play sometimes to subvert expectations.
Poker Face? Poker Face? I agree, Well Hardy Partner. I really liked Knives Out.
That is cursed Things from the Void.
Chris Benoit Blanc?
Yeah.
Why?
Because speaking of people who did not funny things, Chris Benoit.
What'd he do?
He got so messed up by professional wrestling, he killed his whole family.
Oh no!
And himself.
Oh no!
I didn't know a graceful way out of it beyond just saying it, so that's what I did. Wake Up Dead Man, a DC crossover? I hope so.
Maybe.
I mean, it would be about time that we stopped getting movies not based on IP.
The dogs are in the yard, yes. I fucking loved Glass Onion, okay.
Yeah.
That's great for Missy.
That's great for Missy. Let's see if the points are great for Missy. That would be very funny. Getting revenge for what those evil Russian bots did to General Hux's reputation. But now let's see what everyone picked. None of you thought it was Angels and Airwaves. 2 of you thought it was Coldplay. 2 of you thought it was Muse. 11 of you thought it was the Beatles.
The Beatles.
Yeah, exactly, our guy. Yeah, exactly. That's not the fun type. But the Beatles is what 11 of you said. And it is, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Beatles.
The Beatles!
It was, in fact, the Beatles. the song Glass Onion was on the White Album, which was released in 1968, and the Independent's Jacob Stolworthy picked the song as his 10th favorite Beatles track overall, saying, Lennon embraced his cheeky side with Glass Onion, a self-referential track which parades as symbolic. Instead, it was designed to trick fans into thinking their songs meant more than they actually do.
Nothing is real.
So, that was why I did that. I was hoping that would trick people by grouping all of them into specifically 06. Because of, like, Radiohead being the source for Knives Out.
Okay. So just like the idea that 06 was just a really big year for Ryan.
Yeah, it was a great big year for Ryan Johnson. Ryan Johnson loved 06.
He was just, it was a big year for him.
Well, let's see, actually. Maybe it was.
Is that when Brick came out?
Yeah, Brick came out in 2006. It was legitimately a very big year for him.
Congratulations, Ryan.
4 of you fell into my trap.
Ha!
Let's see who did on our leaderboard. Where Missy She Wrote is in first place with Fishery in second, CBC in third. That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song in fourth. And man, just one more thing. In fifth.
One more thing.
Place. Yes, Wake Up Dead Man is a U2 song. Missy She Wrote gained the most points, gaining 909 points, while Sherlock Holmes failed to eliminate the impossible because they got it wrong, losing 851 points.
Wow.
That means they lost the more points than anyone else on that question. As we now go to question number 4. Nick Nolte starred in a Poker Face episode inspired by which Star Wars visual effects artist? Dennis Muren, Joe Johnston, John Dykstra, or Phil Tippett? Nick Nolte starred in a Poker Face episode inspired by which of these Star Wars visual effects artists?
So, what else has Nick Nolte been in?
The Mandalorian.
Who was he in The Mandalorian?
It was the little Ugnaught man. Little pig guy in the first season.
Okay.
You don't remember Pigman?
I'm sure that there was a pig man.
I have spoken.
Ang Lee's Hulk.
Yeah, he was Thunderbolt Rock. He was Bruce Banner's dad in Ang Lee's Hulk.
Okay.
He was Ang Lee in Ang Lee's Hulk. He was in 48 Hours with Shrek's Eddie Murphy.
Okay. Is 48 Hours a movie or is it a TV show? Okay.
It was a movie. And you'll never guess what the sequel was called.
The Next 48 Hours?
You're so close. Another 48 Hours. That's where it is, because there was also the 48 Hours Investigate, but that's not the one he was in. He was also in Warrior with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton. Yeah, they aren't related. I don't know why I answered that question, says CBC 9000.
49 Hours? The 49th Hour? Ooh.
He was in he was in Prince of Tides with Barbara Streisand.
Okay.
He was in Cape Fear, Angel Has Fallen. She's in Tropic Thunder.
I don't think I've seen any of these movies, except for Mandalorian.
You didn't see Tropic Thunder?
No.
Well, I think you might have missed out on your chance to see it.
One of the most famousest mugshots ever?
Yes!
What was he arrested for? Hi, Paula!
Well, I'm multiple times.
I'll do anything simpatico.
So, first he got busted for selling fake draft cards in 1961.
That's hilarious. I love that.
But the famous one is because he had driven under the influence.
Oh. That's less fun suffering.
Yeah. He was in Simpatico. He's in I'll Do Everything. Hello, Apollo Koala.
Hello. Welcome to Mystery Trivia.
Yes, and you can join our game of Mystery Trivia by going to crowd.live and entering the code KISS-PC. Kiss your PC. Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder makes his new turn as all the white people villains. Really fascinating. That's right.
Yep.
He's just an MCU dude pretending to be another MCU dude. Oh, they're going to do that. Oh, that's going to be the thing. It's going to be Tony's back. Oh, yay. And then, no, it is Victor Von Doom. There were memes about that, of him from Tropic Thunder as, just like, forget it, he's everybody. And Chris Evans as Magneto.
if he would do a good job as Magneto.
He wouldn't. He might.
He's a good actor.
He's a really good actor. He could do a really good job.
Like, he's a genuinely good
Yeah,
actor.
Chris Evans is a great
I'd be
actor, yeah.
interested to seeing his Magneto.
Yeah.
Though he's quite the Aryan-looking man for a Magneto.
I know. I was just repeating memes. I think Magneto should play Magneto. Exactly. Things from the Void. The guy from the comic. Chris Pratt is Magneto. Oh, man. I didn't even think about that. And now, what this opens up the role for Chris Pratt to take on another voice acting role. Who would Chris Pratt be? Jeff the Land Shark is Chris Pratt.
Aww.
You know Jeff the Land Shark?
Of course I know Jeff the Land Shark.
Yeah. Oh.
He's so cute.
More like Chris Pratt. Oh, don't.
He's not having a summer.
He is not having Chris Pratt summer.
Nah.
It's an incredibly pixelated image of Chris Pratt on an album cover. Anyway, let's see what you picked. 0 of you said Dennis Muren. 1 of you said Joe Johnston. 3 of you said John Dykstra. 10 of you said Phil Tippett.
He's never really suffered.
Well, Wizworld Live. Someone else suffered, so he doesn't have to. So... I know, that would be fun. I mean, they kind of did. That's the Surrogate. That's the HBO Max show where Robert Downey Jr. plays like 6 different characters.
The Surrogate?
Yeah.
They're cowards. They would never. They are cowards. Phase 19. Nor
Is it? It's not the Surrogate. It's something else. Sympathizer.
Okay. Just Doom and all his Doom bots.
Thank you, Wiz, for letting me know that we're in a reality where it's called the Sympathizer. Because in others, it is called the Surrogate.
Yes.
But in yours, it's the Sympathizer.
Morbid. It's like, it's Morbin time. Okay.
Those are all the different roles he plays in the Sympathizer.
Sure, man. Okay. Yeah, right? Like, I don't know how I'm supposed to feel. I think I'm supposed to be excited, but I'm just not.
I mean, we're definitely supposed to be excited that he's Doom, but I don't think he can talk in capital letters.
Yeah, where's Chaplin?
Oh, he wasn't Chaplin.
Oh, they all share a scene together? Okay.
He played Chaplin in Chaplin. That was, he was nominated for his first Oscar for playing Chaplin. But I do kind of love that he's like, I'm gonna not do superhero stuff anymore, I'm gonna go get an Oscar. And then he gets an Oscar and he's like, cool, I'll come back and get your money again.
Yeah.
And his trailer encampment.
That's amazing.
That's funny.
He's just like,
I mean, I guess it wasn't Morbin time.
I guess it wasn't Morbin time.
Anyway, the correct answer is, in fact, Nick Nolte, which 10 of you said. And, I mean, no, the answer is Phil Tippett. The answer is Phil Tippett, which is what 10 of you said. The visual effects artist in the episode of Poker Face, played by Nick Nolte, was inspired by Phil Tippett, who created the Dejarik table in A New Hope, the ED-209 puppet in RoboCop, and more. And figures from Phil Tippett's movie Mad God were used in the episode of Poker Face as past work by the character he played. And when asked by Sci-Fi why he sent in maquettes for them to use as background props, Phil Tippett said, they needed props, you know, and so why not? It just seemed like it would be a missed opportunity. We packed up a bunch of Mad God puppets, the armatures, and other kinds of paraphernalia, so they could dress the set with them. The set directors put it wherever. Then I went out there for a couple days while they were shooting in upstate New York. I was Nick's hand model for some insert shots animating the mythological creatures that Ryan wanted.
Ooh.
Berkeley resident Phil Tippett, that's true.
Berkeley resident.
Tippett Studios is in Berkeley, downtown Berkeley.
Heart and Soul.
And Patrick
sequel
Kotner of the George Lucas Talk Show visited when they were here for Sketchfest. Yeah, I do too. I do too, the Argyle. I also think of our leaderboard, where Missy, she wrote, is in first place. CBC in second. That scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song in third. Just one more thing in fourth. And rounding out our top 5, Fishtory. And also welcome Opala Koala to our game of trivia.
Trivia?
Let's uncover if you're playing with our next question. True or false, Agatha Christie was a surfer?
Oh.
True or false, Agatha Christie was a surfer?
Okay.
Is it true or is it false? Answer.
I mean...
Answer. Seen here is another great detective surfing the waves. Some say the world's greatest detective.
Sure, why not? Oof. I hope they made the cut, yes!
This is false. Foolaloof will weep.
Foolaloof will weep.
As will the Argyle. Agatha for Silver Surfer, says Blog Thoven.
Okay.
I mean, it would be a big get.
It was Agatha all along.
It would be a huge get if they got Agatha to be the Silver Surfer. Well, let's see what you all picked. 15 of you said true. And one of you said false.
Who said false? Tell me. Tell me, Fluv.
Detective Walk Run said false.
Oh!
False, she boogie boards, says Things from the Void. I think she faked her death, they could still play it. Well, let's see, was Detective Walk Run right, or was literally everyone else right? Everyone else was right! So Detective Walk Run lost 798 points on that question, while Missy She Wrote gained the most, gaining 946 points.
So tell us about Agatha Christie surfing.
You know I'm going to.
Because I didn't know when... So, I mean, surfing's a thing.
As we talked about earlier, Agatha Christie was famously alive until the mid-70s.
Yeah, like, people surfed.
Yeah, that's not when she surfed, though. I don't care if you're for sale.
I mean, as long as it was in a place where surfing happens.
She surfed in Cape Town, South Africa.
I guess that makes sense.
Her husband was working. There we go, they resized that.
Catching some tasty swill, surfing on the Orient Express. She disappeared, she reappeared. They should have had this.
Research by Pete Robinson, founder of the Devon-based Museum of British Surfing, suggests Christie and her first husband, Archie, may have been among the first Britons to learn how to surf standing up.
What is surfing not standing up?
Boogie boarding. The thriller writer's surfing safari began after the First World War when Archie was offered the job of helping to organize a world tour to promote the British Empire exhibition, definitely something that's not evil, which was held in London in 1924. In January 1922, the couple left their young daughter in the care of Agatha's mother and sister. They arrived in South Africa in early February and were soon introduced to prone surfboard riding on Muizenberg Beach.
Prone surfboard
Again, like
riding?
lying on the board.
Again, that
Boogie
isn't
boarding.
surfing.
Christie noted her observations of the sport and reactions to the odd wipeout at the time, writing, "The surfboards in South Africa were made of thin, light wood, easy to carry, and one soon got the knack of coming in on the waves. It was occasionally painful as you took a nosedive down into the sand, but on the whole it was an easy sport and great fun."
You can lay and surf.
They continued their tour through Australia and New Zealand before hitting Honolulu in August, and it was at Waikiki in the picture above that the Christies learned how to surf standing up and how to deal with sunburn and sharp coral.
Turtles in time voice. Apartheid surfing. Surfing apartheid.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
Inside, outside, apartheid. Also the USA.
Yeah, you can lay in... That Void is also correct that you can lay and surf. Archie from Archie Comics, yeah.
That is exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
When you first said it, Fluv. I was like...
Yeah, she lives in Riverdale now. She met the Punisher.
Cowpartide?
Now I see, like, Cowabunga. I also see our leaderboard. There it goes. Where Missy She Wrote is in first place. That scary Unsolved Mystery theme song in second. Ooh. Just one more thing in third.
Just one more thing.
CBC in fourth. And Fishtory in fifth. Missy She Wrote gained the most points once again, gaining 946 points, while Detective Walk Run lost 798.
Ha!
The only person
Ha!
to lose points on that question.
Can you make it so that if you don't answer by a certain time, you start losing points?
No.
So even if you get it correct, you
No.
could lose points? Oh.
I mean, I could, but I won't.
Oh, Dave Matthews Band did anti-apartheid work.
Yeah, he did.
Nice stuff. We like that.
He recently came out as anti... He also came out as anti... stuff going on in Gaza. Recently.
You mean the genocide?
Yeah, the genocide. But,
yeah, no, we of course here at Grand Trivia, it's, everyone knows, science knows that as that kind of suffering goes down, suffering due to trivia goes up.
Yeah, like, you guys do more fun suffering, like trivia.
Yes. Every amount of suffering due to, like, want, starvation, violence, that takes away from our tasty trivia.
I would
How dare
say
you?
your suffering shouldn't be one of the things that FDR's Four Freedoms guarantees a freedom from.
Yeah.
FDR didn't guarantee a freedom from trivia.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't even... How could he have thought of that?
How could he have?
He didn't say freedom from Fortnite.
Exactly.
But, whoa, man, when are they going to add FDR to Fortnite?
Yeah, no, everyone knows the tastiest suffering is the suffering that comes from the existential ennui of individuals with no actual issues plaguing them.
Yeah, like, you got that hierarchy of needs up there, right?
Yeah, we gotta get to the top.
What if you suffer at the top?
That suffering
You gotta
that's
make
on
a
the top.
utopia so we can make it crash down. You're really
tasty
getting in the way of the suffering we want to inflict, which is fun. You know what else is...
And that's why the interns are rioting.
It's true. You know what else is allegedly fun? It's allegedly fun, but it's right. It's our wacky ticket reunification game.
I'm sorry, I had to search through the pod to find it. But I found it!
Yeah, thank you. Tapped in the battle tub.
Tapped in the battle tub in racing mode.
But yeah, this is our wacky ticket reunification game. No purchase necessary. Just message us to say you want tickets, and we'll eventually get them to you. But everything's in a delay right now.
And also, I lost the tickets.
Oh right,
So I need to find more tickets.
Entry has temporarily been suspended because the intern in charge of them lost the tickets. But no purchase necessary. No monetary thing.
We will find more tickets eventually.
All you get is the satisfaction of inflicting suffering on these tickets if you already have tickets. The entry period is closed.
Money. I'm pretty sure that they cost human money.
They did not cost human money. You don't have to support us on Patreon to get them. You just message us your address and we sent them to you, but we can't right now.
I'm pretty sure that I actually also didn't pay any human money for them. Because I got them from Scrap SF, which is the creative reuse spot in San Francisco that's run by the school district. And they are really, really nice there.
Yeah, you probably didn't overall.
Like, if I only find one thing, like, they'll often just let me take that thing.
Yeah, they're great.
They're really nice.
They're great.
And if you're a teacher, they'll give you so much shit. They're just like, oh, this is for your classroom. Would you like more shit? It's amazing. All right.
No, Argyle needs punk spikes.
Ooh, punk spikes.
For crafting, so keep your eye out next time you are
I will.
beamed over to scrap.
I think I also might have some.
You probably do.
So, I'll take a look the next time we're in the studio and not in the pod.
Not in the pod. They're not in the pod.
Because I know I did make purchase of some, and I never ended up using them. This was like years ago. And
That's true. But you also might have downsized them out and injected them into the void.
And I know that this is for an art project that the Argyle is doing.
Yeah.
Concerning anti-homelessness architecture. Yeah. Again, a form of suffering that detracts from the suffering from trivia we dislike. We are against this. Everyone needs soft and comfortable places to be.
So true, Jess.
To consume trivia.
And I heard sometimes things get sent to the Void 3 makes sometimes things get sent to the Void 2 look like sometimes things get sent to the Void 1.
Yes. Yes. And I think, Argyle, you were saying that if anyone had any pictures of said architecture, that they could be used in your art project. But I'm unsure of that. Let me know if that is still the case. But our first ticket of tonight.
Oh, right. We're still doing this.
It is still the wacky ticket reunification game, yes.
What's the number?
396-639. More details to come. Keep your eyes
on
the Argyle's prize.
I got too excited. It's almost like poetry. It almost rhymes.
Almost like poetry. No public spaces to make anti-homeless.
Well, that was a weird glitch.
That was amazing, and I'm so happy that glitch happened.
That was haunting.
Okay. Shit's getting a little bit, event horizon here in the pod.
Yeah. Huh. What's the second one? I hope someone clipped that.
Our next ticket. 396691.
Look, did I call it out just in part to make sure other people saw it? Yeah.
I definitely saw it.
Good.
Okay. Our next ticket. 396739. 739.
Also almost rhymes.
We love it when things rhyme.
Like poetry.
Yes.
I may have gone too far in a few places.
Maybe just a little too far.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Only in a few places.
Only a few places.
Only a few flew.
Like when the milkshake of death trivia question had 27 answers.
That was the perfect amount. That was the perfect amount.
I'm not saying I regret going too far.
Place.
I'm just saying I may have gone too far in a few places.
No, not there.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay, then I have to add more. I have to go back in time and add even more answers to it.
Yes.
What's ticket 4?
396731.
396731.
Yes, screenshot of the ticks to Intern Mystery Man on Discord after this. Did you win a tick?
No, just so you don't have to write them all down.
Oh, thank you.
They're just being helpful.
Thank you, Intern Argyle. And our final ticket.
Yeah.
396945.
396945.
945.
So far it seems like no one had a ticket.
Yes, LG, you are increasing the amount of suffering that we can procure from your lowly third-dimensional planet. Milkshake of Death is the key to all of this.
It's a harder question than we've ever had in these streams. I would actually say it's not a harder question than any we've had in these streams. I still think the hardest was when you had 45 seconds to drag all of the doctors in order. Including Peter Cushing, and it was just the actor names. You had to drag the doctors' actor names in correct order in 45 seconds.
That was such a mean question. My favorite is when I, forget that you've done a really mean question, and then you do it, and I remember, you asking if it was too mean, and me being like, no, make it meaner. Make it meaner.
I'm never going to stop if it is.
Do it!
But none of you got it right. Or none of you had pulled a ticket. And I know that in these kinds of trying times,
yes,
sometimes you lowly third-dimensional beings, what you really want is a friend. And so if you go to friend.com...
Have you seen this?
Have any of you learned about this new AI device called Friend?
doom room topic.
Very doom room.
Can we doom room this topic?
It's friend, not imaginary.
It's friend. You wear it around your neck and it...
No, don't tell them.
Oh, okay.
They should all find out by watching the video. The trailer promoting friend. Yeah, Wiz loves AI. Wiz will love this.
It's artificial, not imaginary.
Gosh, I'm out of breath. We made it. Woo! I don't know how to woo very good.
I'm mad already.
Well, at least we're outside.
Let's go.
That was the thing around her neck. Messaging her, well, at least we're outside. Yeah, it's basically Navi from Legend of Zelda.
Oh, I thought you meant like
bro, okay?
from Avatar.
Oh, this is my favorite one.
Let me show you how to game, bro, okay? Oh, come on. Oh, let's go!
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back
Let's
of the...
go.
You're getting thrashed. It's embarrassing. So just to illustrate it for you, he bought something. In the world of this advertisement, which is a real product you can pre-order. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He bought.
Yeah, you're in a room with other humans.
He paid $99 for the privilege of a surveillance device to wear around his neck and insult him. It's $99. Allegedly, all of the data is just stored on the device. So if you lose it, your friend is gone forever. Which I know is for security concerns. But if you lose friend, your friend's just gone.
Just a little quick ego check, you know? Just a little quick ego check.
Let's go.
Just like in real life.
How did you do that?
Like a Tamagotchi, but less cute.
This show is completely
I know, the
underrated.
effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
So again, it knows she's eating a falafel
Yeah,
because it's always recording.
yeah.
Constantly, 24/7. And so, yeah.
It's dank. I also love that, like, because it's right here and because you have to press it, to know you're talking to it, and you're talking out loud.
Right.
Everyone around you knows that you are talking to your artificial friend that you're wearing.
Which is not imaginary. Also, apparently the most expensive thing he's had to spend on is buying friends.com. Because it's a really hard URL to get.
Right? It doesn't make it feel nice. Like, it makes it feel sadder. Like, there are types of, like, AI buddies.
Yeah.
Assistants.
You're like Bonzi Buddy.
Those things, which, don't freak me out. You're trash and you will always be trash.
I do wonder if you could, like, set personality parameters on it to be like, no, I want it to disrespect me.
We know an artist who does that. He works with AI to create these sort of, like, 1984 stuff.
Yeah.
And he told the AI to, like, push back on him.
Yeah.
Very cool. Getfriend.com.
Sorry, I got you messy.
It's really nice up here. How'd you find this place?
I don't know. I just kind of like to come up here to be by myself. I've never brought anybody else. I mean, besides her.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so. We'll see.
I don't know.
Guess I must be doing something right
I'm trying
then.
to understand.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Yes!
Guess I must be doing something right then.
So, he says, I must be doing something right because you wear an AI around your neck and take it everywhere with you. It's not that, like, she doesn't have a loyal friend where it's like a testament to her character. She bought it. Or maybe he says it must be doing something right because you take it.
He must be doing something right because she brought him somewhere that she only previously brought friends.
I see. Oh, or also, he's also AI.
He is also
The music
AI.
is very 70s dystopian.
My
so.
brain.
We'll see.
Yeah, which one is ScarJo?
And did you see that at the end?
Oh, yeah.
She, like, goes to talk to it and is like, wait, I'll look like a dork if I talk to it in front of this guy.
This does feel like a Charlie Kaufman thing.
I think it's a very... I legitimately like the video.
That's Adam and
Like,
Eve.
I think the video...
It's hilarious.
The video is very good. Like, it's a very good... It doesn't make me want one, but just, like, as a short film, it's very fun.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Wiz. Right, get two and have them talk
see,
to
so here's
each
how it
other.
works. Talk, speak your mind or gossip about
murder.
what your friend overheard. Pause, the friend will think for a moment and then come up with something good to say. Boop. Well, at least we're outside. This is it.
It's like a little Black Mirror.
How much does Friend cost? Friend costs $99 USD and has no subscription. What's in the box? Your order includes a white Friend device.
What the fuck is going on here? I also have that question, Joe.
Hello, Joel Crow. This is mystery trivia, but for now we're taking a break from the trivia to look at Friend, a new AI necklace that listens to everything happening around you and gives you notifications to simulate a personality.
It's just worse Furby. What does always listening mean?
When connected via Bluetooth, your friend is always
White
listening.
friend only.
It does say what's included in the box. Your order includes a white Friend device.
Only white
But
friend.
when connected via Bluetooth, your friend is always listening and forming their own internal thoughts.
It's a good Secret Santa gift. White friend device and improv class machine.
You've given your friend free will for when they decide to reach out to you. Do I need a phone? Yes, Friend functions over Bluetooth and requires an internet connection. This is very... Do not watch Cybertruck. Friend is currently only supported on iOS devices. We will support Android in the future, depending on demand. What happens when I break the device? Your friend and their memories are attached to the physical device.
I'm glad you're here for this, Jess. World's best white friend.
These will absolutely be...
For $9.99.
These will absolutely be in Secret Santas for only being $99. Your friend and their memories are attached to the physical device.
Always waiting.
If you lose or damage your friend, there is no recovery plan, which is so ominous.
Right?
If you lose or damage your friend, there is no recovery plan. So I could just meet a human.
Yeah.
How is my privacy protected? No audio or transcripts are stored past your friend's context window. Your data is end-to-end encrypted. All memories can be deleted in one click within the Friend app. How can I contact you? Send us an email at team@friend.com.
I would love to be a white friend.
And
I'll do it for only $89.
It launched on International Friendship Day.
Do not insult friend.
And it's basically, so this is the developer actually made a COVID tracker during lockdown, and then got
Right?
made, and Wired has covered it. Shipman and his friend, this one's name is Emily, have come to Wired's San Francisco office.
Why is it named Emily?
Great question.
Every other white girl is named Emily. Now the fake white girls are named Emily too?
Where is it? There's something where he talks about...
Intern Emily's stuck in there! Ivo Shandor?
There we go. The friend purely offers companionship. It's meant to develop a personality that complements the user and is always there to gas you up, chat about a movie after watching it, or help analyze how a bad date went awry. So the thing around your neck, you're like, man, you really whiffed it. Oh, boy. Maybe make eye contact and ask her a single question.
It's the rebel.
Maybe ask her a single question about herself.
It's the rebel. Gas me up? No. Spit on me, friend. A Tamagotchi that bullies you is a good idea, actually.
There we go. This is what I was looking for. While Shivman insists the friend is a fundamentally new form of digital companion, he acknowledges that it's also an amalgamation of many things. He welcomes the comparisons to a Tamagotchi. He knows the friend looked like an AirTag. He knows, based on the fact that people have been getting emotionally attached to AI chatbots like Replica for a decade or more, that some people will probably take it a little too far. For sure, there will be some people who try and fuck the USB-C port of this, he says. I think I'm shameless enough to understand what I'm building. But if you look at something like Replica, and you look at studies of this too, the lower tiered things that people do is try to fuck it. Most people are really just talking about what they did today, and their feelings, and the AI's feelings.
He can say fuck. Why does it keep telling me to jump? He sounds a little defensive, yes. Shout out for being brave enough to pin my yappings, because this is fucking hilarious. Instead of taking care of a cute little virtual pet, you take care of the abyssal sense of loneliness and dissatisfaction you can't quite pinpoint, but it's somewhere deep down in you, and you know implicitly that this is a symptom of a disease called capitalism. So that's why we love you here at the Grand Aquarium Empire Network.
Yeah, it was not Intern Forrest who pinned your yappings.
Yeah, no.
It was the Argyle.
Intern Kristie.
Oh, or you. But yeah, so that's friend.
That's friend. That's friend, everyone.
This one was invented by a writer.
And hopefully that makes you feel better after whiffing it so hard. Oh, Detective Walker. Yeah.
Yes, we promoted Alti to
we
intern.
Did. You have mod powers now.
Yes.
As does our next question. Nope. Not question. Which of these Farscape actors also appeared on Murder, She Wrote? Ben Browder, Claudia Black, Kep McCord, or Nick Tate? We really need a bumper or a...
Me too. Or like a...
U-C-K-U. Missy is so mad about this Farscape question. Yeah, dude, your date went so bad the computer knows. Apparently, the creator of it, he asks, how did I do? And it goes, you did great. They seem really into your vision. Stargate's Claudia Black. Well, she was in Ahsoka.
She was also in Ahsoka.
She was one of the witches in Ahsoka.
And Ben Browder was...
Oh, she's also in a bunch of the Mass Effect games. Farscape is an Australian-American science fiction television series produced originally for the Nine Network. It premiered in the U.S. on Sci-Fi Channel Sci-Fi Friday on March 19th, 1999 at 8 p.m. Eastern on their Anchor series. The series was conceived by Rockneas O'Bannon and produced by the Jim Henson Company and Hallmark Entertainment. Plausible deniability: if you don't believe Farscape is a real thing, watch Who We Raid after this episode of Grand Prix, where you can watch all the Farscape you want.
Stay tuned for Talkin' Scape.
Stay tuned for Talkin' Scape. But now, let's see what you all picked. One of you said Ben Browder, 4 of you said Claudia Black, 5 of you said Kep McCord, and 2 of you said Nick Tate. What's correct? Well, I think to see what's correct, we have to look one by one at each actor who is featured in Farscape and Murder, She Wrote. That's right. Ben Browder is on Murder, She Wrote. Ben Browder played Ollie Rudman in the season 11 episode Murder by Twos. Where on Farscape, Ben Browder, he played John Crichton, an astronaut. A radiation wave hit and he got shot through a wormhole. Now he's lost in some distant part of the universe on a ship. A living ship full of strange alien life forms. Help him. Help him. Listen, please, is there anyone out there who can hear him? He's being hunted by an insane military commander, doing everything he can. He's just looking for a way home. He also appeared in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 as a Sovereign Admiral. And that's because he, at a premiere for Guardians of the Galaxy, walked up to James Gunn and said, "Hey, you stole my socks, man." By which he meant, Guardians of the Galaxy is super inspired by Farscape, isn't it? And it is. James Gunn admitted it, and it's fun because you can pretty much one-to-one map all the Guardians of the Galaxy characters to Farscape characters.
Yep.
But he's not the only Farscape actor who appeared on Murder, She Wrote. Don't you worry. It's also Kent McCord.
Yep.
Kent McCord. On Murder, She Wrote, he played George Harris in the Season 7 episode, The Taxman Cometh. Whereas on Farscape, he played John Crichton's father, Jack, who's also the president of IASA, which of course is the International Aeronautics and Space Administration, which is the show's NASA analog, because they wanted to include NASA patches, but NASA required them to pay NASA money, and it as everyone knows, Farscape is a low-budget Australian-American science fiction television series produced originally for the Nine Network, which premiered in the U.S. on Sci-Fi Channel's Sci-Fi Friday on March 19th, 1999 at 8 p.m. Eastern as their anchor series. The series was conceived by Rockneas O'Bannon and produced by Jim Henson Company and Hallmark Entertainment, so they didn't have the money to pay NASA. He also played Officer Jim Reed in 174 episodes of the old cop show Adam 12, Tom Hansen Sr. in one episode of the original 21 Jump Street, and Captain B. Pilgrim in the film Predator 2.
Oh.
But don't you worry, there's still one more Farscape actor who appeared on Murder, She Wrote, and it's none other than Nick Tate. And Nick Tate on Murder, She Wrote was in 2 episodes. He played Inspector Sitwell on the Season 8 episode Tinker Tailor Liar Thief. And Tim Jarvis, of course, is in the Season 12 episode Southern Double Cross. Meanwhile, on Farscape, Nick Tate played R. Wilson Monroe, host of the in-universe show Alien Visitation. And he interviewed Aaron's son, the Peacekeeper commander, when Moya's crew came to Earth in 2003. He also voiced Prince Shizor in the PC version of Star Wars, Shadows of the Empire, and played Liam Bilby on Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Does anyone from the Deep Space Wine community recognize the character of Liam Bilby from Star Trek Deep Space Nine? That's right. Oh, there are cool... He played Prince Shizor. Well, no, you're right. He didn't play a cool alien.
That is true.
He played a sex pest lizard with a ponytail. The Bibbles?
Sure.
He wasn't C.O. Bibble,
Sure.
though. Don't get him confused with C.O. Bibble, who warned us, of course, that a communications disruption can mean only one thing: invasion. Oh, wait, let's see, Liam Bibble. I assumed Liam Bilby. Bilby. I assumed that someone would be able to recognize this character. He has a pet. Does anyone remember his pet cat, Chester? Because Memory Alpha does. But do any of you remember his pet cat, Chester?
Show Sex Pest Lizard.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show Sex Pest Lizard first.
Show Sex Pest Lizard.
who has a salad currently named after him at Disneyland Park and Walt Disneyland Resort. The Shizor salad.
Why would they name a salad after him?
Because it sounds like Caesar.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Okay, I'm back on board. There he is, Sex Pest Lizard.
Yeah, he has a robot bodyguard who he may have sex with.
O'Brien undercover causes him to die, and O'Brien gets the cat. Okay. We've solved it. We've solved the Star Trek question.
Did you talk about his cat, Chester?
Yeah, O'Brien gets the cat, because O'Brien caused him to die.
Oh, I see. He loved it. Tate jumped at the chance to do the episode.
Oh, Jeff Goldblum's interrupting.
It was one of those roles that I just loved. I thought Bilby was a wonderful character, and the script was very, very clever. I mean, apartments.com. Yeah. I would never want to assume that those two aliens who came to Earth share a single bedroom. It's another of those apartments.com ads.
Wow.
The Orion Syndicate. But yes, we looked at a sex pest alien lizard from Star Wars. We learned about Liam Bilby. And yeah, the answer is all of them but Claudia Black.
Ha!
Who was never on Murder, She Wrote.
No.
Or on our leaderboard, where Missy, She Wrote is in first place, correctly getting that. I would hope you get that right, and you did.
Ha!
But Columbo got it right the fastest, getting 966 points, while those flirtatious question marks lost the most points, losing 881 points. Misty, She Wrote is crushing it with 5,002 points. Just One More Thing in second. That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song in third. Fishtory in fourth. And CBC rounding out our top 5.
CBC.
As we go to question number 7. Noah Segan is the only Knives Out cast member to appear on the George Lucas talk show. Who did he play in Knives Out? Detective Hard Rock, Lieutenant Elliot, Mr. Proofrock, or Trooper Wagner?
Who's... Wait.
What? Noah Segan's not in that GIF.
No, I'm just like looking at this, thinking about how I just watched this movie.
Yeah, you just watched it like Sunday, right?
And I literally only know who Trooper Wagner is.
Interesting.
Who are these names? Angela Lansbury for Doom, yes.
Do you remember Noah Segan on the George Lucas talk show?
No.
He was on twice.
Sure.
4 years ago. How do you not remember?
Right? I know Trooper Wagner.
It does. He was also in The Last Jedi. If that helps.
Hard Rock. Who is he in Last Jedi?
He was X-Wing pilot Stark.
Wow.
And
well,
Sheriff.
now...
He's Sheriff Parker in Poker Face. He's the sheriff in the first episode of Poker Face.
Okay.
And back in the 90s, he was the voice of Henry, who was one of the animated co-hosts of the Nickelodeon show Kablam!
Kablam!
So he's been acting for quite a long time. Yeah, he's Ryan's friend. Exactly, yeah. He's Ryan's friend, which is why he's in a bunch of Ryan stuff. He's in Glass Onion. He's the guy who just lives in the house.
Oh, yeah.
You don't remember such great characters as Lieutenant Idiot, Detective Hard Rock, Chupo Wagner, and Mr. Proofread. Oh, let's see what you picked. 3 of you said Hard Rock, 3 said Elliot, 1 said Mr. Proofrock, 5 said Trooper Wagner, and the correct answer is Trooper Wagner.
Well, look at that!
He appeared twice on the George Lucas talk show. The first time was in May the Arliss Be With You, Season 4, A New Arliss, which streamed on June 7th, 2020. And the second time was in the George Lucas talk show Holiday Special, which streamed on December 20th, 2020. Detective Hard Rock was played by Joseph Gordon-Levitt and was only a voice in the movie. Lieutenant Elliot was played by Lakeith Stanfield, and Mr. Proofrock was the guy who ran security on the house, who was played by Emmett Walsh.
Oh, yeah.
Rarely do my total guesses pay off. Lucky day. Let's see who else had a lucky day on our leaderboard, where Missy She Wrote is in first. Ghost Rider! Word in second. That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song in third. Just One More Thing in fourth. CBC in fifth. Fishtory in 6th, Opala Koala in 7th, in Magnifying Glass, taking a closer look at 8th place, Lil Radio in 9th, Columbo in 10th, Mystery Detective in 11th, Detective Walk Run in 12th, Fulumbo in 13th, Fluke Man Made Me Scared of Toilets as a Child, tied for 13th, Sherlock Holmes in 15th, and those flirtatious question marks bring up the rear in 16th as we go to question number 8. Fenella Woolgar plays Agatha Christie in a Doctor Who episode featuring which kind of monster? An Auton, a Cyberman, a Dalek, or a giant wasp?
All classic.
All classic Doctor
Who.
This question, I can't. Thank you, says Vlogtoven. I did think this was a bit of a easy one for Vlogtoven. Straight down the middle.
Straight swish.
But how funny it would have been if you didn't get it. Read this as Agatha Christie is which kind of monster? An Auton, a Cyberman, a Dalek, or a giant wasp? Do you remember the answer? Do you remember this episode? Intern Timey-Wimey.
I don't. I straight up do not.
Wild. Felicity Jones, Jin Urso herself, is in that episode.
Oh.
The Cyberman should drive Cybertruck in an episode and get foiled by, like, water. Agatha Christie is a big feat. Send message. Let's see what you picked. And Agatha Christie beats the monster at a surfing competition. Man. I don't know why Blogtown was just like, man. Let's see what you picked. One of you said Auton. One of you said Cyberman. One of you said Dalek. 8 of you said a giant wasp. And the correct answer is, in fact, a giant wasp. It's a giant shape-shifting wasp. It disguises itself and murders the party guests using methods similar to those featured in Kristie's books.
The greatest villain.
Oh, man.
Giant wasp.
Or is man the greatest villain? I mean, a giant shape-shifting wasp is a top tier. Well,
Doctor Who villain.
Not if they can shape-shift things from the void. They would merely shape-shift into a professional surfer. Like, it's very, why doesn't Ross, the largest friend, to simply eat the other friends? Like, you just shape-shift and you got it.
Yeah.
As you have our leaderboard. I mean, I suppose that's me saying the reason Ross doesn't eat the other friends is because they can shapeshift into an even larger friend.
Bring back the wasp, you cowards!
Imagine if Russell T Davies did an interview with, so we're so excited. We're bringing back a classic Doctor Who villain, the Giant Wasp. Fans of the show have been asking for years, bring back the Giant Wasp. And now, we're gonna listen. And so there's the whole build-up of just a buzzing in the background of various episodes. And Shooty's like, you hear that? Bzzz. Bzzz. No, it's nothing. Shooty, Wasp. The Doctor Who Christmas special. Bring back the Yeti. Yeah, David Tennant has to pour/consume a bunch of food in one scene. It's very silly and it's very fun. I agree with Lena316. With that characterization, as much as I hate matter consumption, his performance is so good that you can't help but love it. Much like you can't help but love our penultimate question.
Oh.
Which Star Trek actor was the murderer on multiple episodes of Columbo? Which Star Trek actor was the murderer on multiple episodes of Columbo? George Takei, James Doohan, Leonard Nimoy, or William Shatner? Which TOS actor was the murderer on multiple episodes of Columbo? This I... Fuck. This I know. Which Star Trek actor was a murderer?
Which Star Trek actor was a murderer?
All of the above. I feel like I know this, says Missy Information. I feel like I know this.
Wait, say it in each of their voices.
I feel like I know this. I feel like I know this. I feel like I know this.
Illogical.
Fascinating. I feel like I know this. I feel like I know this. I feel like I know this.
Patrick's McGoonan too.
McGoohan?
McGoohan.
Patrick McGoohan. Okay.
Who's Patrick McGoohan?
Now in each of your voices. Let's see what you picked. None of you said George Takei. 2 of you said Doohan. 7 said Nimoy. 4 said Shatner. The correct answer is William Shatner. Most of you got it wrong. William Shatner was the murderer in both Fade In to Murder from 1976 and Butterfly in Shades of Grey from 1994. But Leonard Nimoy was the murderer once in the episode A Stitch in Crime. Unknown how many it saves.
Wait, so because it was the question of who was the murderer on multiple episodes, that's the only reason the Leonard Nimoy crowd got it wrong?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious, Blue.
Because I said multiple.
That's hilarious.
They
Blue.
got it wrong. It's not me being tricksy, they just got it wrong.
That is...
I didn't say which Star Trek actor was a murderer on an episode of Columbo. I said is the murderer on multiple episodes.
It's a good question. It's good suffering.
Obvious. Missy She Wrote got it right with 869 points. They got it right the fastest. While that Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song got it wrong the fastest, losing 882 points, which is the biggest movement in either direction on this question. See, Blog News both were on at least once. Exactly. That's why it's tricky. Because you have to figure out who was on twice. That was a big one out there for all our Columbo heads, as is.
Can you even call what Shatner did acting?
Yeah.
He was just murdering.
He was just murdering. I mean, He murdered a lot of lines that Leonard Nimoy had.
Yeah, he did. Oh, Matt Smith saying that he'd like to be a vampire.
It's tricky because you got to figure out who's on first. Exactly.
Yeah.
Who's on first?
Who's on first?
I knew Shatner was in The Twilight Zone twice.
He was.
Or more?
At least twice. Yeah, I think only twice. He saw a creature on the wing of the plane, and he became obsessed with a little fortune-telling napkin dispenser.
Right.
In a restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a wild one. That's a fun one.
It's a very fun one. My positive number of points was murdered!
Most foul. He was on 2 episodes.
Oh!
That is correct.
Go me!
Yeah, he was on Nick of Time in Season 2, and, of course, Nightmare at 20,000 Feet in Season 5.
Mm-hmm.
And he was on our leaderboard, where Missy She Wrote holding on to their lead with 7,632 points. And they got it right the fastest, once again, gaining 869 points. Wow. That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song once again got it wrong the fastest, losing 882 points.
Ha-ha!
So the leaderboard going into question 10 is Missy She Wrote in first. Just one more thing in second. Ghost Rider in third. That's Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song in fourth. Fishtory in fifth. CBC in sixth. Opala Koala in seventh. Magnifying Glass in eighth. Fluke Man Made Me Scared of Toilets as a Child in ninth. Columbo in 10th. Detective Walk Run in 11th. Columbo in 12th. Little Radio in 13th. Mystery Detective in 14th. Question marks in 15th. And Sherlock Holmes in 16th. And of course, Fluke Man is an X-Files episode. Just
Oh, okay.
so you know, because I can tell you don't know.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's an X-Files episode.
Okay.
And so it's the creature in an X-Files episode.
And he lived in a toilet?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
He was a mutant who lived in a toilet. And he lived in the New Jersey sewer system. But attacked through a toilet.
Well, okay then.
As does question 10. This question is about detective media.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the answer? Do you know what the question is, intern? Intern question?
I don't know what the question is.
That's right. Good.
It's a mystery.
It's a mystery to you.
Me. All in, baby.
The answer is microfiche. Is there macrofiche?
I like the idea of a microfiche and a macrofiche, and like you have to try and carry around the macrofiche.
Macrofiche is
huge.
A content management system that is suitable for migration to SharePoint.
Well, okay then.
But it doesn't it's actually big fiche.
No big
It's
fiche.
not real big fiche.
Fiche.
Which of these Detective Barbie video games was released first? Detective Barbie and the Mystery of the Carnival Caper, Detective Barbie the Mystery Cruise, or Detective Barbie 2 the Vacation Mystery?
Come on, man. Come on, fiche.
It better not be 2.
Damn, that makes me now think that it's definitely 2. Right? That just seems like a Fluval thing to do.
It's not 2. 2 of you said Detective Barbie and the Mystery of the Carnival Caper. 3 of you said Detective Barbie the Mystery Cruise. 7 of you said Detective Barbie 2 the Vacation Mystery. The correct answer is Detective Barbie and the Mystery of the Carnival
Wow!
Caper. And this appeared on our show in Barbie Trivia.
So you just put the 2 so that everyone would think, well, it has to be that one, because that's the weirdest thing.
That's the
And
name.
it's not at all.
That's the name of the game. I thought they would be like, it's definitely not Detective Barbie 2. And so it would actually be a functional 50-50 question for them. But they overthought themselves. You fools.
Didn't think it was 2.
Well, now let's go to our leaderboard. Where Missy She Wrote is still in first place with 6,316 points. Ghost Rider in second with 5,212 points. That Scary Unsolved Mystery theme song in third. Fishery in fourth. CBC in fifth. Ghost Rider gained the most points on that question, gaining 2,606 points. While Just One More Thing lost the most, losing 2,990 points. As we go to question number 11. You wager your points if you have them. I like to throw these in to punish them for going all in.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Because it generally is the right thing to do. But every once in a while, there's another question.
Sometimes it pays off handsomely.
And sometimes it doesn't.
I could have come in last minute, damn it!
You could, well, maybe you could have. I think you'll see why I say maybe when you see what the question is. Because I'm pretty sure I know someone who definitely knows the answer to this final question. Which of these is not a character from the mystery adventure game The Colonel's Bequest? Dr. Wilbur C. Fields, Gloria Swansong, Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld, or Rudolph Rudy Dijon? And of course, this game and its sequel were played entirely on missed calls with the former randoms right here on this channel. So multiple of you have the background knowledge necessary to know this question, not just miss the information. I mean, Blogtoven was there for almost all of it. Phony was there for almost all of it. Argyle watched a lot of it. Look holes originated from these games. You gotta look those holes.
Look holes.
So now let's see what you picked. One of you said Dr. Wilbur C. Fields. 3 of you said Gloria Swansong. 6 of you said Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld. I did, but my memory is look a hole. 2 of you said Rudolph or Rudy Dijon.
Rudy Dijon.
And the correct answer is Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld. Half of you got it right.
You did it! There's no Ziggy!
Half of you got it right. Ziggy is from its sequel. Ziggy is from the game's sequel, The Dagger of Amun-Ra, not the original Colonel's Bequest. And in case you don't remember the characters, these are Dr. Wilbur C. Fields, who's the Colonel's longtime and questionable personal physician. Gloria Swansong, who's the daughter of the Colonel's brother's widow. She's a Hollywood actress who finds herself in a little bit of trouble. And of course, with the fashionable mustache, it's Rudolph Rudy Dijon, who's Gloria's brother. A slick womanizer and a gambler. Meanwhile, this is Lawrence Ziggy Ziegfeld, a small-time criminal who features in The Dagger of Amun-Ra and is the occasional informant for the NYPD who cooperates with the Fuzz in exchange for leniency.
A-cab.
A-cab includes Ziggy.
A-cab includes Ziggy.
Even though he's not a cop, he just works with them. So now, let's find out who won our game of mystery trivia. Is it the butler? There's only way to find out. In third place, it's none other than CBC with 2,067 points. In second place, it's That Scary Unsolved Mysteries theme song with 7,554 points.
They were way behind.
And a commanding win with 12,631 points. It's Missy Information.
Missy!
Or Missy, she wrote. This might be the most points ever won on an episode of Grand Trivia.
Wow.
Someone who's not me should figure that out.
10 out of 11 correct.
Yeah, Missy only missed one question.
Wow. Wow. Congratulations.
And Missy was worried that they would blow it in this game of trivia. Congratulations to Missy. You'll get a prize eventually. Eventually you'll get a little gift sent over to you.
Eventually.
But here's something you don't have to wait for. Yeah, if only there was a keeper in the cannon.
Only. Kaboom!
Kaboom! Speaking of kablam, kaboom! But thank you all for joining us for this episode of Mystery Trivia. And I see we have a clip we have to watch. Oh, thank you, Redactron. This is a haunting clip that we have to see.
Oh, yes!
In case any of you missed it.
Yeah. No, this is the wildest thing that happened.
Now you can relive the terror.
No public spaces to make anti-homeless.
Well.
Very spoopy. Very spoopy.
Yeah, you teleported briefly into a different shape in the pod. But if you loved Mystery Trivia, and if you loved Friend, honestly, you'll want to be sure to join us next week for Startup Trivia. Trivia questions all about startup companies and their weird, ill-conceived products, from Theranos to Pets.com to others. Oh boy, says Wizworld Live. Yeah, your niche interest paid off this week. Missed the information. Forests will pay off next week. There's going to be a trivia question that's just which of these is a real startup name, for sure. You'll be speaking in Theranos voice. You hope there's that one you worked for. I hope there's that one Intern Forrest worked for, too. Yeah, next week planets won't be the only thing exploding, so will company valuations, both in the up direction and in the down. And you know what? Let's just destroy one more planet before we say goodnight.
Just one more. One more thing.
We work Fluves, and we'll see you next week.
We're gonna see ya.
Because we're disrupting the trivia game, and we have your
data!
coordinates and your data. It's all for that belongs to us now. We can sell it.
Here he comes, swimming closer than farther away.